We are back. Now we're moving on to my idol, number 11, Marc Newson. Marc Newson is a Nigerian. I'm probably pronouncing his last name incorrect.
You need me, right?
I need you.
It's okay.
He founded Hotels NG. So the reason that I'm mentioning this is the biggest online hotel booking platform in the entirety of Africa.
Oh,
so
okay.
yes, like
wonderful.
yes, and he started this recently. He is a G. So what I really like is that he went to school in Germany. You know, he did a lot of stuff overseas, but then he felt that he had a calling. He felt that he needed to impact real, like, lives for real. What I really like about him is the fact that although he went to school in Germany, he went to school overseas, he returned to Nigeria because he really wanted to impact lives, and he started this hotel booking, and he's done a lot even for the education in Nigeria. So he also has started training programs. Because, you know, a lot of people always talk about the unemployment in Nigeria of these college students.
Yeah.
And it's a big thing.
The stats is very high. Like the number of college or university graduates that come out as against the number that gets employed per year. Okay, we have a country of about 200 million people. And in a year, we can't get employment that is more than 2 million.
Wow.
A year. And the youths are even more in population now.
Yeah.
So maybe like half or over of that 200 million are falling down to the working population. The dependency ratio, like the old age, they're not that much. So we have employment issue in Africa, in Nigeria.
There's a huge employment issue, and you know a lot of people can't get employment after a period of time because, you know, they didn't have an internship. There's nothing on their
no
resume, right?
experience.
No working
Even
experience.
with the internship, most of them are not paid, and then when you're done with the internship, you can't even get a job, you know?
But the amazing thing about Marc is that when he decided to do staffing for the hotels NG, he decided to open up like a Twitter chat kind of and say, hey, just send me some questions. And no, send me your resume. Who's interested? And then he chose, I think, 400 people applied, and then he cut down the list to 30, but he gave people a chance. He did not care if you had any experience. And I think that's
Really?
fantastic. Yes.
In your
He
past,
did,
you know,
yes.
whatever, yeah.
So a lot of these-
What was the business about? Like, is it
Software
to work for the
engineering.
company? Oh,
Yeah.
software engineering.
No,
Oh,
it's to work for him in different aspects, but especially software engineering.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, he's from Ibom, and I believe the governor of that of Ibom saw what the work that he was doing on Twitter and saw that he was doing on, you know, for Hotels Inc. and then decided to contact him and create a program for
that is
yeah,
amazing.
for graduates
So-
from that area.
So basically, he came back home, started a company that was going to help Nigerians to find hotels. Then he employed 30 people who had no experience. And then through that, now there's a program that's possibly helping more than 30 people a year get jobs.
It's like,
That
Yes.
is fantabulous.
Yeah.
That
and
is
what's
amazing.
he makes it easier. So even foreigners who want to travel, they book through him. Like, it makes it the whole travel to Africa experience a lot easier, a
Yeah.
lot less scary.
Scarier, yeah.
So he's a very good face.
Funny enough, I was thinking of something like that. Let me sell myself a little bit. I'm not going to sell my idea, but I was thinking of something like that, but not really for hotels.
Yeah.
Something else. We'll talk about it later.
you better
So,
keep it.
the next one.
What do you have for us?
Well, you know I like to add a little spice and flavor. I don't get too serious.
So
you
number
know?
12 on the list will be...
Number 12 on the list will be the one and only Don Jazzy. Michael Collins.
Okay.
I love that man. Not because
It's a nice name, Michael Collins.
Michael
That's a nice
Collins,
name,
yeah, and he's from Delta State actually, but he was born in Abia State and grew up in Lagos State, which is a Yoruba-speaking state. That's why he's very good in speaking Yoruba, and he can speak a little bit of Igbo too. So there's something unique about this man. He's like the Jay-Z of Nigerian music business.
No, you know what
That's
I was
what he
I was
is.
thinking about when I was looking at him right now? He gives you Jay-Z, but he
The
gives
Jay-Z
you,
vibe, right?
No, he gives you Jay-Z though, but he gives me Rick Ross vibe, like the boss.
Oh, Rose.
You know,
Yeah.
Rose,
Yeah,
vibe.
well, you know, I'm talking about music business, like
Yeah.
music business.
Why does he
success in
inspire
music.
you?
He inspires me because he also never gives up. Because there was a time he started a record label called Mohit in 2004, which he did with the band. They had a business partnership, and after some time, it went south. And when it went south, he lost a lot of money. In fact, he lost almost everything.
Wow.
Yeah, because the band was the face, the band was the money, the band was the name.
And then
Right.
the band decided to leave.
And then the
right?
bands decided to leave. And it was only natural that they had certain agreements, and maybe when they left, he had a little percentage. So it kind of went down on his career as a music mogul. But that didn't stop him. He tried to rebrand, he reinvented, he rejuvenated, and
He's
now
stronger than ever.
his record label is the biggest. Trust me.
It's huge.
So
It is number one.
I mean, who are some of the artists on his
Tiwa
label?
Savage.
Yeah.
Savage, okay.
Tiwa Savage, as in Don Jazzy does not restrict the music business
Okay.
to Nigeria, Africa. He goes global. You understand? He went as far as getting some of his artists to get signed to international labels like Rock Nation.
Yeah.
Tiwa Savage is signed to Rock,
Rock
Nation,
Nation,
and Dr. Seed and the others, some of his other artists, Ricardo Banks, they're all doing very well.
Yeah.
That's
So the
amazing.
good thing I like about him is that he's not carried away by the fame and the success.
No.
He's still pushing.
They have a song
beyond the
that I
limits.
really like. His group.
Dorobushi?
Dorobushi, how did you know? I'm obsessed with that
That song was the
It's a-
biggest song in Africa that time. It
Yes.
won MTV Base Award as the best song of the year in the whole of
Wow.
Africa.
Yes.
You understand? So Don Jazzy,
Don Jazzy, definitely.
Speaking of music moguls, next on the list is gonna be, guess what, guys?
What number is
What
that?
do you think?
Number
Is that
13?
number 13?
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
And guess what? I'm thinking you guys can guess. No,
can't.
no.
Let me see.
like
It's gonna
guess.
be our one and
Square?
only Star Boy.
Oh,
I
Wiz-
know I can't
Oh.
really sing, but I love Star Boy,
Yes.
aka Wizkid. I never knew his real name was actually Ibrahim Bolugan. I'm sorry, my Nigerians. If I'm
that's
okay,
why
wait.
I'm here. I'm
Name.
Is
here.
it Balu?
Can you
Is it
please-
Balogan?
Balogun.
Balogun?
Balogun.
Balogun.
Balogun. Balogun.
Balogun.
Yeah, that's his name.
I'm sorry to my Nigerians. So it's
Don't
Ibrahim
worry, I'm here. We understand.
Balogun. So Wizkid is next on the list, number 13, and that is because Wizkid is, to me, he is the number one pop star in all of Africa at the moment.
You think
You
so
know-
or you know so?
I think I
I
know
mean, in
so.
her
Not even that I
opinion,
think
okay.
so. I think this is a fact.
Okay.
We're in 2017, and I would say for right now,
Yeah, it's a fact that he is number one.
the pop star out of Africa, I would say so. Pop star.
So why
I
does
hope
he
Davido's
inspire
not
you?
watching.
Oh.
Why does he inspire
I mean,
you?
he inspires me because, first of all, he started doing music at 11.
Yeah,
Like a
that
lot
was
of people
early.
don't know this. He started at 11, which was at a very young age, and then he eventually got signed to Banky W's label.
Yeah.
And in such a short time, he's dropped several albums. He's dropped about 4 or 5 albums. His latest being Sounds from the Other
Sounds
Side.
From the other side.
Yeah.
But he's the first African artist to really
Cross-country.
cross over into the international scene. I mean, now he has a major song with Drake, but even before that, we're in 2017. As of like 2013, Chris Brown was doing covers of Wizkid songs,
True.
and he really crossed over.
The last time on Instagram, Alicia Keys was dancing to one of his music.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
more like that
Did you,
song.
did you hear about the reason he had a session with Nicki Minaj?
With
recently?
Nicki
Yes,
Minaj.
of
So she
course.
spoke about that
He's
the other
really
day as
gone
well.
far. Like Wizkid is so popular that I'm sure he's gonna get into the list of the most influential.
Did
mean,
you know
he
that?
should be.
Did you know
By
that
the
he
end
has
of the
won
year.
44 awards?
I mean, this year
Yes.
alone,
I
he
mean,
got the
44. I
BET
mean,
Awards,
he's
right?
won BET. He's been nominated for Billboards. He's won several MTV awards. Several
I mean, he
from
made it to the
MTV
Grammys.
Europe.
He made it
MTV.
to the Grammys through the window.
He
though.
was
He
nominated.
made it.
He
On
was
a Drake
nominated.
song. You know, he was
He
on a
was
Drake song.
nominated.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
So you
sure,
understand?
sure.
One
Yes.
dance, he made it to
Yes,
the
he was
Grammys. So
nominated.
that's
He
amazing.
also won an iHeartRadio
That's amazing.
award. And through it all, he is the most humblest. Like one of the most humble. I've met him several times.
I have.
And he is so humble that I'm like, oh my God, Wizkid, Star Boy, and he's just so cool and so
Yeah,
chill
man. I
and
don't
gives
trust you,
positive
man.
advice.
But is he doing only music?
Is he doing any other thing
Yeah,
like
other
charity
things,
work?
like,
or?
Yeah, he does a lot of, he gives back a lot to like Nigeria. And actually, I'm not sure if you guys know this, but he started Starboy Records in 2013. You know, in 2013, he may not have done much with it, but then in 2016, he signed, without Wizkid, we wouldn't have Mr. Easy.
You think so? No, don't say that.
I
don't
mean,
think so.
Mr. Easy was already an artist. He had a hit song called Banku Lights with Papi Kodjoe from
He
Ghana.
also had,
But he really...
Dance for Me with UG Official, and that song was gaining some energy.
Attention.
Okay,
That was
but
when
hold on a
Wizkid,
second.
bonded
No.
with him.
Wizkid
He wasn't signed then.
Wizkid signed Mr. Easy
Before Dance for Me?
Before Dance for Me.
For real?
Before Dance for Me.
I'll
But on
research
top
that.
of that, whereas I mean, UG's also doing good, but Easy has been able to surpass UG,
yes, yeah.
and that is because Wiz signed him. And once Wiz signed him, it took him on a whole nother level. I mean, he would always been Mr. Easy, but all I'm saying is being signed
It's
to
always-
Wiz, who
yeah.
is now an international act,
So Wiz
gives
gave him
you
the
more.
platform, the
Yes,
global
gives you
platform.
more of a global platform. And he also signed Efia, who's a singer from Ghana,
Yeah,
and
I like
also
that
signed
girl, too.
R2B's, We're yet to see any new music from R2B's under the Starboy record label, but Efia and Easy so far have been doing well. And I was excited to see that because I've never really seen an African artist take other artists under their wing and give them that exposure. You know, a lot of times they don't want to do that. Like, I haven't seen Sarkodie doing that. He's a great artist. You know, I thought he would put like Joey B and Papi Kodjoe under him to kind of give them the same exposure. I haven't seen that yet. So to see that from Wiz is a great example.
Okay, that's a good point there because, you know, we all in the same field. For example, you're doing something really great and you want to put people in the same line of what you're doing. It's only natural that you think about yourself first. And you're an artist, so
I've been present at an award show where Wizkid was the headliner, and he spent most of his time on the stage bringing out other artists. He brought out Mr. Easy, he brought out R2 Beats, and I have goosebumps saying, like, I saw that is powerful because as Africa we have to. It was I think it was the Ghana Music Awards, you know, and to do that it's amazing, giving other artists a platform, a chance to shine. As Africa, we have to come together. He didn't just sign Easy, a Nigerian. He signed Easy. He signed Efia, who's Ghanaian. You know, to just kind of bring us all together. Wizkid inspires me because, like the Leo that he is a true star. He's a true boss. At 27 years old, he has several hit records, several awards from all over the world. He's been able to cross over and be a successful international act. And he has a record label with several artists under him, and that makes him an inspiration for me. At 27 years old, that's a big deal.
That's good, but there's a little observation that, you know, a lot of people have been talking about now, a little controversy with his music, actually. I'm a fan of Wizkid, but people are saying that he's actually trying to shift his sound, and he's no longer original. They're talking about his sound.
More
like
American.
the song,
like being
he's
more American.
And the song that made him really popular, that even got the attention of Drake, was Oju Elegba. Right? And that song was Oju Elegba, Oju Elegba. It was more Nigerian, African. But like since after then, he's been doing a lot of global sounds and doing a lot of English and dancehall kind of sound. And some people are having this complaint that, what do you think? Do you think it's a good thing?
If you're a Starboy fan, then you know that his plan to take over internationally, it's a plan. This is not something that was done overnight. It's something he's always wanted to do.
But if you make reference to legends like Fela and Nikolako Kuti, that even people that have not been born today are still going to listen to his music, and people like Bob Marley. What made them, and what will make them never die in our ears is the originality of their sound.
But you see...
Are you getting my point anyways?
I get your point.
Fela performed all over the world, still singing the Afrobeat music with that thin dress, without a shirt, speaking Pidgin English and Yoruba, and the German people were also nodding their heads. He didn't try to impress the new sound or change the sound.
But Wizkid...
I'm just saying.
But
don't you think it's going to affect Wizkid over time, like longevity?
No, it's not. Because look at the name of his album. What he is doing is introducing Afrobeats on a global level. You have artists like Omarion, who before Wizkid had the song with Drake, had an Afrobeat song. So regardless, I feel like other artists that are not even African are trying to steal the Afrobeat sound. So if other artists are trying to steal the Afrobeat sound, why not Wizkid introduce them to it, make it more global? Even the name of his album, Sounds from the Other Side, he's introducing the Afrobeats to the rest of the world. He still sings in Pidgin. It's not like he stopped singing in Pidgin.
He does.
You know what I mean?
What I'm just saying is, like...
But why because, you know, Wizkid is now exposed to so many people, so many things, so many sounds. Musicians take sounds from everywhere. So when people talk about someone's becoming more westernized, it's just his period of time. Like, everything musicians do or artists do, it's like it reflects what's going on in their life right now.
And you know the issue I have with most people, they expect people to stay the same.
Exactly.
They expect people to stay, like, people change, and that is what is going to actually lead me into my guy. The next person on the countdown will be Shattawale.
What number? 14?
14. We're number 14. So
Wow.
Shattawale inspires me a lot. I know you look at me and you look at Shattawale and you'll be like, Charles, how does this guy...
That's true.
You're going to be like, how does this guy inspires me? Well, Shattawale, when he first came out, his name was Bandana, right?
Okay. Oh, really?
So, yes, he came out with a hit song out of the back. Bandana from Ghana. Like, it was a hit. They play right now in clubs and people still go crazy. He took a break from the music industry because things wasn't working out for him. And when he took the break, you know what he did? He went to learn about the business side of the the industry.
I like that.
People do come into the industry and they see all the glitz and the all the money. and the glamour, but they don't learn about the business side of it. And
Education.
and that's what he
we're
does.
talking about education.
So why does he inspire you though?
He inspired me a lot because, first of all, I follow him on on Snapchat, and every day when I look at this guy's Snapchat, he's in the studio. Can you talk about hardworking? He's the most hardworking artist.
I don't think any
that
African artist drops more songs than this guy right here.
And you know
do you
why?
know he records them in his house?
Yes, he has a studio in
Yeah.
his house, and you know why he does that?
Why?
Because he knows that in this industry, one day you in, and the next day you out.
That's true.
So he puts out his music like this. He's always in the studio working, because he had a first chance, and it didn't work out for him. So now he's all about business. Yes, it's good that sometimes you need to be recognized for your music, but he doesn't really care about awards, which
Yes.
most artists do, right? They care about all the glitz and the Grammys, and you know, he even has issues going on with the Ghana music industry right now because they refuse to nominate his music.
Wow.
You know,
That's wrong, but why though?
because they're not separating the guy, which is Shattawale, from his personal life. They're basically saying that he doesn't show respect to the Ghana Music Awards industry. So they don't really nominate him for a lot of awards, but
But he doesn't care. What I like about him the most is he's a singer that's for the people. He is so connected with the people. It is amazing. Like every song that he drops is about the people. He's using terms and urban
But is
words.
your personal life supposed to be a criteria?
Wait, what is he
doesn't
doing?
make sense.
What is he doing actually in the?
He speaks his mind. He doesn't care who you are. If he thinks that the head of the Ghana music industry
it's trash.
is
He's
trash,
gonna say it
he's
in the
gonna
music.
say it that he's
So
trash.
people don't want to market him or be a part of his sponsor or his brand.
But it's not even affecting him because
It's not.
money-wise, he's making money. The guy
Yes.
was just booked at the PlayStation here in New York. He was just booked in Worcester, Massachusetts, Atlanta, D.C.
gonna
And
be
he
on
gets
the
paid a
road.
lot to
One
perform.
Africa.
One
One
Africa as
Yes.
well. And
Yes,
even
yeah,
all
I
over
heard about
Ghana,
that.
I believe he's the only artist that sold out. There's a big stadium in Ghana, and he's the only artist that ever sold it out. And he does all of this like on his own.
It's so crazy how like every month there's like a new song.
Month, like every other week.
Every other week is like
And
a
you
new
know
song,
what's
it's a
cool?
hit.
He like Charlie said, he's taken advantage of the moment so much so that now his wife is dropping songs with him. He's dropping songs with his wife.
She sings
with,
too?
With
She
music
sings.
videos. More
Does
like
he have-
I
rapping.
love
kid?
Shatta Mitchell.
More
Does he
like
have a
rap.
kid?
They have kids, yes.
Yes,
They
they have
sing
one
too?
kid.
No,
No, not
they're
yet.
little.
It's
They
a
don't
child.
go to the studio too?
I'm sure
I
they
see
do.
I see them sometimes in
Just
the studio
asking.
just hanging out,
sure.
but he's really
But
talented.
I like the concept of that. Like, let's keep the money in the family, you know?
Yes.
Why should we let another female artist come out? When we have a studio at home, maybe he even writes for her. Who cares, you know? The point is, now she's going to have a way of making money, bringing more money to the household, and they're just keeping it all in the family.
family business.
and
Yeah,
one
shout
of
out to Shatta Mishi.
Yes, and one of his characteristics that I really like is the I don't care attitude.
Yeah, I was gonna say
I think
that.
we need to all have that, just a
Yeah.
little bit of that, you know? I don't care what people say about me. I'm going to do this and I'm going to do it well.
Because at the end of the day, when you die alone.
Yes.
Listen,
So whatever they say about you or what they care or how they want you to live your life, it's not still gonna change anything.
Yeah.
'Cause
And
if you
I
go
agree.
down, they're still gonna leave you.
and recently he released a song, and in that song he said that he's gonna win a Grammy. We should just watch, and he's gonna win a Grammy.
Well, I
and I
don't
think it's
know.
gonna happen. It's possible. Listen,
Yeah, 'cause
Trump
he's
is
been
president.
nominated.
Everything is possible.
And he's been nominated for.
true.
He's been
Right.
nominated for other.
I mean, if Ghanaians
international
don't want to
awards.
nominate him, I mean, he's Pan-African now. He's global. So who
Please,
cares?
and if people are
You know-
watching, and people are watching this, Shattawale, please, we need BET Award nomination for Shattawale. I don't understand why this is not happening.
But you
like
know,
this guy is doing it all.
something similar happened. The Ghana Music Awards refused to nominate Mr. Easy because they said he wasn't Ghanaian enough.
Well, he's not
and
Ghanaian.
But
But
the
music
song
is
featured
music. Doesn't matter
Efia,
where you're
and
from.
he went
He's
to school in
Nigerian.
Ghana. But he went to school in Ghana with
Kwame
Ghana.
Nkrumah University.
That's fine. But guess
But he
what?
grew up in
Easy has.
Ghana.
But that's fine.
But why
Easy-
wouldn't they do
that
that
fool.
when even Wizkid can get some awards?
But it doesn't even
From
matter
Ghana.
because Mr. Easy has gone on to do much bigger and better things.
Yes.
He was
Exactly.
just
This
on the
month,
late.
his picture was on Times
Mr.
Square, right?
Easy, yeah.
This month, he's the
Apple-
Apple Music
Vic-
next to Blue.
Yes,
Artist
yes,
of the month.
yes.
Like,
Wow.
That is
in fact,
a
Mr.
big
Easy's
deal.
name should be on this list. Who has,
Right,
does anybody have Mr.
right.
Easy here?
No, but-
He still has a little
I don't
bit
know,
more
though.
time to go, but I'm very sure our next
impressed.
countdown list
Yes.
will be on it.
So yeah, kudos to Shattawale. Keep doing you. We're here for you. Next on the countdown, who do we have?
Number 15.
Number 15.
Jordan Peele. So
Ooh,
the reason I chose him is, you know,
Who is Jordan Peele? I don't know who Jordan Peele
Jordan
is.
Peele is a writer, comedian. Yeah, you should
don't?
Bad
I might
TV.
live under a rock.
Drink water.
You know that face though. Tell me you know
I
that
don't
face.
know that
You don't know the face?
No, I don't. I'm being honest, I don't.
Let me tell you something. Please, before you even start, if you don't know that face, the ending of last year and this year, you should know who this guy is because the movie Get Out.
Yes,
The movie
I never saw Get Out.
Can we go out tonight?
Do I need to get out?
I'll take you to the
What's
movies.
happening here?
Listen,
I've
I'll take you
been
to the
single for
movies.
so long. When
I'll
I
take
go
you
to
to
the
the
movies,
movies.
I watch
You've
cartoons.
had Get Out.
I heard
You've
Get
about
Out.
the
I've
movie.
heard about the movie, but
Honey,
I never saw
I'll
it.
take you to the movies.
Okay, you be my
paying,
date.
you paying, and you watching Get Out. Okay, go ahead. Let's go.
So the reason I like him so much is that not only is he a comedian, writer, but also Get Out. When I watched Get Out, I watched it in complete silence. I never watch a movie in complete silence. I was like this. It was so real life. Like, oh, that movie was Bob.com. And not only, he ushered in a whole new industry. Before him, because I'm a huge dork, I watch a lot of like science fiction. I watch, and a lot of the characters are either aliens or white. So so for him to bring in this dimension of science fiction with like comedy and just all black cast and talk about things that he's touching on things that are happening in America right now. I was like, what? And then also everything he's done with MinaTV.
Yes, I was about to just say that. Have you been following him prior to Get Out? MinaTV was just an excellent show. For me personally, I feel like it's better than SNL. Please don't come at me in the comments.
Oh yeah, MinaTV is.
MinaTV for me was like excellent because like I love comedy and I love when it's just great.
I heard that this movie had huge returns. And
One of the greatest reviews movies in a long time.
What's the story behind
it raised, I believe, $250 million.
And it's still raising money. Hello.
Sorry, it cost $2 million to make.
To make.
Let me tell you, what is the return? I don't even know the math on that.
Yeah, there was like over 100% return.
That's like a
profit.
500%.
He has an Emmy, with
yes, that's true.
Key and Peele, the little show that came out with his partner. They have an Emmy award.
And what's amazing about him is like he's always been in the industry. He's been hustling. He's been working hard, and it's been slowly growing. And then finally he gets his chance and he blows it. Like not blows it.
You know what they say. You know what they say. It's better to slowly climb up the hill because you last longer that way than to just shoot up the hill. Because when you shoot up the hill, you just end up as a one-hit wonder.
I feel like you kind of respect the success or enjoy the success more
work.
because it took you
learn from it.
Yes, it took you a long time to get there.
And it's hard for comedy writers to make. People who are comedians, when they make it, they worked really hard.
So why does he inspire you, Ivy?
Honestly, his whole story inspires me. Everything he's done, but also what he's done, it's kind of like MinaTV. Like he's given like black creatives a space, opportunity to talk for real.
Yes.
Like I just love him. Like I
know. She doesn't make me cry.
I know. I just love
so
him.
passionate about this. By the way, is he married?
Yes, he is. He
just had
No, but before we make you cry, can we please move on to the next? Because I don't want you crying over here.
That's true.
Who is the next on the list?
Well, the next on the list is number 16, and he is the 44th president of the United States of America.
Wait, hold up. I know you're not about to talk about my uncle Obama.
Listen, let me be honest with you. I'm Nigerian Kenyan. And, when he decided to find his...
I have never heard you claim you a Kenyan.
All the time.
We've had
Let
several
me explain. Can I explain?
You always be a Niger Delta State. Now you're Kenyan because Obama is Kenyan.
That's true. I never heard you.
So can I explain? Can I talk?
We need facts.
I want to give you facts now.
Go ahead.
Okay, so my mother's grandmother.
We're not gonna accept that.
That's too much.
See money.
You want facts, right? I'm gonna give you facts.
See money. My great grandfather's Lebanese. You don't hear me standing here. I'm Lebanese.
No, but I need to tell you where I come from.
No, you're Nigerian Delta State. You're not Kenyan. Uncle Obama is not your uncle.
That's what
Let's keep it
people
moving.
want to associate.
Let's keep it moving.
Okay, I'm a relation by association.
That's fine. Yeah, me
whatever.
too.
But Obama, as in, first of all, judging from where he comes from, a man of color. We all know how it is with people of color and how it's a big deal for them to break records and break grounds. Being the first black president of the United States, I don't know how he got there and everything, but I knew he was a senator before that for a couple of years back home in his state. And getting to that position, he faced a lot of challenges because it wasn't easy being a black president and being the first black president. There were a lot of lashes at him all the time, He didn't pay attention to that. He didn't pay attention to so much criticism.
And he
did his
always
time,
acted presidential.
And he always acted presidential. That was awesome. Because to put in that character is not easy.
It's not easy.
But honestly, though,
to have all eyes on your face, because he was the most popular person in the world at that moment.
Yes.
Everybody wanted to know what Obama was up to, and they wanted him to floor.
Yes.
You know, so they could pick on him.
But honestly,
You
I feel
understand?
like Obama, president, ex-presidents, whatever, deserves more than
Did you say ex-president, whatever?
No,
Former
I'm just saying.
Redress your statement, boy. That's my
Former
uncle there.
Uncle Obama deserves more time than this show can even.
Exactly.
Because
True, though.
he's
Can't
just
be
an inspiration
overemphasized.
beyond everything. Whether you like him or not, this man carried himself well, in the office.
Very
like
well.
I respected the office when he was there. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because
But did he carry
Compared
himself
to now.
well, so well? I mean, I'm just
Yes.
saying
Yes. The
what
attacks.
our listeners might be thinking, what
No,
our viewers
let
may
me tell
be
you something.
thinking.
Well,
Did
to
he
me,
carry-
you did.
But you didn't let me finish my
okay,
point.
all right, you can go ahead.
Okay, so did he carry himself so well that maybe it was a show, maybe it was pretend, maybe it was
What do
all
you
planned.
think?
It was
What do you
fake.
think?
What do you think?
Never.
I mean, I'm just asking what the viewers are thinking.
No,
Because
but what do
now
you
that he's
think?
out,
You live
what
in
do you still
America.
think about him?
Do you think it was a pretense?
I
You
think
he was a character?
I think he was a great president. I think he was a great president. However, I think that when he came on, he could have done more for our people. He could have done more for African Americans in the country, and he could have done more as an African. He could have also done more for African. I know
Well-
statistics show that he deported more people than even President Bush.
I
And
understand.
being that his family were immigrants as well, I just kind of found that to be, kind of like,
Yeah,
okay,
but
are you
when
trying?
we say-
Can I just finish my point for a second? Are you trying to prove a point that just because I'm a black president, I'm not here to support blacks, so I'm just gonna do my job, as in Trump came on, and Trump is doing everything he said he would do, and he's making sure that the corporate sector gets what they're supposed to get. He's doing for the stock market has never been high. I said corporate. I didn't say for America. I said corporate. Facts show the stock market until this North Korea stuff.
Are you a Trump?
If you,
I'm not
it's
saying
not
I'm a
about
Trump
or
fan.
president.
I'm
We're
saying-
talking about
Point,
inspirational people,
Exactly.
right?
Yeah,
We're
let's
talking
talk
about
about
Inspirational
inspirational
people.
people.
Obama
We're
is an
talking
inspirational
about-
person.
Obama
Let me
I
is
tell you
never
why.
said he wasn't.
No, I'm not saying you
So-
didn't say that, but I'm
just
saying
what the facts are.
the facts can be
The
facts,
facts
but
can be
Obama
fact, but
have
Obama
done stuff for
is an
America,
inspiration.
and
Obama
and
was the
how
very
we got
first-
there
yeah.
is the inspirational stories.
Exactly.
What we're
That's
talking
what we're
about.
talking about.
But also,
Yes, you
Obama
might-
was the very first president I ever got to vote for. I was crying in line. It was like the line was so deep.
Me too,
The
as well.
inspiration
And you know
that
why?
I
And
felt.
you know
too
why?
as well.
Because he made you feel like
I
you
could
could
do
do
it.
it.
Exactly.
And that's
He
what
put
it
light to
matters.
He
I was
made
like,
you realize that
You made me
I
realize
think
you're
that
not restricted to anything. You
I-
can achieve anything. And it's possible.
I was a marketing major in school, and I think Obama's campaign should be put in textbooks in colleges. I mean, that was like the best marketing strategy ever. I mean, the way that was my first time ever getting to vote as well, and he connected with the youth. He had the whole FIT. I was part of a campaign that was helping to go out there and reach out to people to vote for him. So I'm not saying I'm anti-Obama. I'm just stating what facts are and what, because if we're going to talk
Yeah,
about
but
him, we have to talk about it all. You get what I mean?
Every president, and we listed a whole bunch of people right now.
They all have
those
their
people
bad
have their
stories.
flaws,
Yeah, they have
and,
their flaws.
and the good stuff, right?
And
There are
But-
still people who will not agree with all we've said about them.
Of
You know,
course,
right?
of course.
A whole lot of people will not agree. Like, they're
But
going
we
to say these
also-
people are lying. You're
but
just
we
trying to make
also
them feel
have to
good.
recognize that Obama did face a lot of opposition.
Yes,
Yeah,
he
did.
he was called
It was
his
too
wife.
much.
Oh, I'm sorry, Michelle.
Was called
Michelle Obama
monkey.
was called monkey. Horrible things.
Yeah.
Never. She is highly intelligent, brilliant. Very intelligent woman. And
Barrister.
then on top of that, Melania Trump. Let's just talk about the Trumps for a second. Melania Trump. Melania Trump has. If you think about the press coverage this woman got. Has there any been real negativity? This woman,
man.
she didn't even live in the White House.
I
What
mean-
country is this?
I
Well,
mean,
you listen-
to
you
even
listen-
bring
listen
in
to
the
some of the
Trump
things-
administration, they actually stole Obama's marketing strategy,
they did.
and that's how they won. If
Ivy,
you want to
well,
even bring
You
that
listed
in,
some of the things that Obama went through, right? All the bad stuff. And what did he do? He still
he
carried
covered it all with
himself
grace.
With class.
with class.
And he inspired others with love.
It's such
No hate.
No hate.
It's such a shame that you could talk you could talk about Trump's hair, and he's coming for you in his tweets, but
Horrible stuff.
horrible stuff.
And then
Horrible stuff, a lot
Obama
of
be called
horrible stuff
monkey.
said
and-
about
and
the
but-
whole
But
The
that's
whole
what.
family was
But you see, this is why I'm talking about that was Obama's. Was it just a character? And the reason that I'm saying that is I don't think that anybody.
Obama is naturally
Michelle said,
No.
but they
listen-
come low, I
to
come
my
high.
thought. Listen to
Yes.
my thought, though. In my opinion, nobody should be allowed to tweet to say anything negative about the president. So all those people that said negative,
No. It's a
you
demo-
should not.
no,
It's a
it's
democracy.
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 You have people that would
There's
hate.
But
something
you have to
called
respect.
laws.
They call it egalitarianism.
Respect what?
Egalitarianism is
It's not
freedom of
okay to
We
say-
live in
expression.
America.
It's
You
not
gotta be
okay
able to
to say
express
negative
yourself
things about
anyway.
Obama, just as much as it's not okay to say negative things about
Now,
Trump.
wow,
No.
Trump,
You
no.
should not. I mean, you have to respect your president.
No,
You have to.
Trump or Obama.
We're not even saying that.
You
You know what?
man.
Let's focus
Can
on
we focus on
Obama.
Obama?
Obama is
Obama.
amazing. I love you, Obama.
Obama,
I love you, Obama.
I love you too.
I love you, Obama.
I don't care. I love you.
Obama,
I
call
love
us.
you.
Let's go for a drink. But let's move on though. Who is next on our countdown?
Next on the countdown is another amazing black man. And that's going to be Boris Kodjoe. And his full name, I'm going to read it because I never even knew his full name was this long. And to all the people
Please.
out there that have been saying if he's Ghanaian or if he's not, I guess this is going to show it. His full name is Boris Frederick Cecile Te Nate Ofuate Kodjoe.
Wow.
That is definitely a Ghanaian name.
Is that a sentence?
That is, yeah, like
that
is
is German mixed
one,
with
two,
Zimam mixed
three,
with
four,
Chi,
five,
Mr.
with
Gam,
Fancy.
Mr. Fancy, Ewe, all the
It's
tribes in
everything
Ghana.
in there.
Wait. I just
Speaking
like
about
think-
strong names.
That's a strong
Say the
name.
name again. So the name is Boris Frederick Cecile Te Nate Ofuate Kodjoe.
was
That's
trying to count the
definitely
syllables. My
yeah.
And
a
why
few
does he
names.
inspire
That's a lot.
you?
And he inspires me because he's not American. You know, he's African and German. He has an African parent and a German parent, and he's been acting for a very, very long time. I think he doesn't get as much respect in the acting industry as he should. He's been
Why do
in
you think so?
because I mean, he's been. I don't want to say if he's been acting before Idris Elba or not. I don't know, but I know he's been popular before Idris Elba was popular. But Idris has been able to like come in and surpass him in some ways,
Yes.
you know, compared to him. Like he's still.
Well,
I don't
that
know
has
if he's
got
considered
nothing
an
to do with
A-list
how
actor,
much-
but
how long you've been there or how much work you've put in. It still has to do with the outcome, the rating of the particular
yeah,
movie.
but that's
You
what
can
I'm saying
just
is that he's
make it big in
underrated.
one movie, you
He's
know?
underrated.
He's
You get what I
underrated.
mean?
Yeah.
He's a
In
great
your
actor.
terms, in your
Yes,
terms.
in my
Depends on the
opinion.
movies. Does he have a lot of big
Yeah,
movies out there?
Whatever, he's gorgeous.
I love that. And you know what? And he's married. He's been married for over 10 years.
Thank you.
He got beautiful. He got married to one of his co-stars on the Soul Food series, Nicole Larry Parker. And they have an amazing marriage, which is why I love them, is that it's very inspirational. Again, someone like Idris Elba, we don't know nothing about his love life. Like, you know, a lot of
He's in a relationship. He
a
has
lot of
kid.
actors and a lot of celebrities try to like hide their love life, but I love it when they show us their love life, because if you're going to be a celebrity and I'm going to support your movie, I'm going to support everything you're doing, why do you want to hide a piece of it from me? You're a celebrity. I'm supposed to have access to what you have going
but most
on.
of them, you know, a lot of controversies come out when they put everything out there for us. to
Yeah,
see.
but I
So-
mean, it's one
so
of
they
those
try to keep
things.
it simple. My character is this. I'm known for this. Live my life. Live
Yeah,
my
but
private
for
life
example,
alone.
we're
Leave
right
it
now
alone.
on MinaTV, and we're exposing ourselves. So we're giving people a chance to know us. We can't come on here and decide like, oh no, I'm only gonna give half of Jazzy, half of Chris,
But well,
Charlie.
you can't just
half-
come here and say I'm T-Money, I'm single, I'm looking for a girlfriend, I don't have a
Like
kid.
what you
That's
just
not
said?
their business. No,
I mean,
it's not
I
their
get that.
business.
I get that, but in a situation where you're that famous, you should. Obama didn't come on and hide his wife
It's a
and
precedent.
his kids,
It's
but it
part of the
doesn't matter.
protocol. That
So
one is
that's the
different.
say. Okay, you know what? We can go back and forth about that
True
as much
though,
as we
sorry.
want, but they promote positiveness. They promote black love.
Positive
And
love.
that's
And
inspiring.
that's
Yeah,
very
it's
inspiring. They
inspiring.
promote
Yeah.
their family. They've been
Especially
married
in
over
media.
10 years, and on their I'm not sure the exact years they've been married, maybe 15. And
Wow.
on their anniversary this year, the Instagram message they wrote to each other was so heartfelt. It was just amazing. And he speaks several languages as well.
So why does he inspire you, though?
He inspires me because he doesn't give up. Like, he's been acting for a very long time, and as much as he hasn't gotten that Idris Elba break yet, he still keep going on. Like, right now, he's on Code Black, which is a CBS medical drama. As we all know, he was on Soul Food. His breakthrough role was Kelby in like 2002 or something like that.
Life inspire you, being married for 10, 15 years and all that, still keeping it real, even though he's famous?
But also
Yeah, and he's also educated. Yeah. Like, he has a bachelor's degree, and he went to school on a tennis scholarship, which is very big, because I always tell all my African American male friends that not only should you go to school, but you should always find a sport that you're good at. Like, I have a friend that went to Columbia only because of the sport that he did, you know, and that saves your family from the hard age, or saves you a chance. Instead of going to community school, you get to go to an Ivy League school like Columbia for free because you're doing a sport, you know. So I also really, really love that about him as well.
Awesome. So who do we have next on the list? And that will be me.
What
You're
number is it?
not on the list, not yet. You still have a little bit
I'm
more
not
time.
not personally.
Oh, okay. I mean, for a second, I thought you were on the list.
Not yet.
Not yet, but you
not
will
yet.
be.
Getting there, right?
You will be. We're getting there.
Getting
Yeah.
there.
But this next person on the list is number
18.
18. Changes his name just like the way some women change their wigs. Every day it's something different. So I don't even know what to call him right now. Puff Daddy, Sean
Diddy,
Combs, Sean
yes,
John,
Sean Diddy
yes.
Combs,
It's
Getty,
cra-
Diddy Money.
Yes,
He has a lot of
Diddy.
names, eh?
It's crazy, but he inspires me. And yes, we all know that he's been successful and all of that, but his family, the way he keeps his family intact. Just pick it back on what you were saying about family. This guy does it for me. Yes, he's not married with, a wife.
Yes, he has 5 baby mamas.
Mamas.
Cassie right now.
He does it Cassie on and
I don't know
off.
if it's 5, but he has
It's like
several.
baby mothers here and there, but guess what?
He keeps them all
He
together.
keeps them all
Everyone is
together.
one big
Oh,
happy
wait, the
family.
baby mamas too?
Yeah,
The
the baby.
he takes care of them and everything.
Like they all come for reunions?
He was
or
just
what?
on vacation with his baby mama Sarah and his daughter Chance and his current
Wow.
girlfriend Cassie.
Yes. So that alone inspires me because we
That's
know.
a G move.
Yes, because we.
That's an African thing, though.
That inspires me because, like in hip hop, we all know how they go around spreading it or lows highs.
Spreading what, Charlie?
Spreading what?
I'm just saying, y'all know what it is,
Say
but
it.
not this guy. He's a businessman. He went to university. Can you believe? Like most people wouldn't
that's true.
believe that he did.
Did
Like,
he go to Harvard?
Yes.
Yeah, he went to
yes.
Harvard.
He went to school, business. What doesn't he do? You walk into
And he
Macy's.
comes from a single mom. Like, I believe his mom was a
His
single
mom
mom.
is a gangster, honey.
Yeah.
Don't mess with that lady. But when you walk into Macy's right now, what do you see? Sean John
John.
this, Sean Paul
Yeah,
this,
that's
P. Diddy
true.
that,
It's
everything.
everywhere.
Like the cologne, which I love, everything, the suits, he does it all. He produces, other music. He gives people chance, to come into the music industry.
You know what my favorite thing about Diddy is? Diddy is the best opportunist ever.
He gives it.
He should write a book on just opportunity because
Yes.
what he does is he doesn't care. Like when a new artist comes out, he embraces them.
Mm-hmm.
Not only will he embrace you, he will embrace you, and then he will use you to make more money than what he already has. And that is just amazing.
And what I really took from his book, the whole internship thing, right? I didn't really believe in that until, I read more about
I'm
him.
so glad that you're saying this
Yes,
because a
it
lot of
really
people
helped.
don't realize interning and working for free can pay off.
Uptown
People are
Records,
so
that's where-
big on money,
Yeah.
they want to do everything for money, money, money. Sometimes there's some things that you don't do it for the money.
Money,
You do it
yes.
because it's your passion. You're doing it for your passion. You're doing it for experience. People don't get that. And we need to really show our black youth that everything, we all need money.
Yes.
We all do. I need money. We got to pay bills, what we do.
Yes.
But just doing something for free, sometimes you never know where it's going to lead you in the long run.
Right.
Did you hear about his new movie, Can't Stop, Won't Stop?
Can't Stop the documentary.
Yeah, I've heard about it. I haven't seen it because I don't have Apple Music.
It's on Apple
I haven't
Music.
seen it.
It's really,
Have any of you guys seen it? Never
I've
seen
seen
it?
a little bit of it. It tells you basically about his life
a lot
story.
of people have made positive comments about
Yes.
it.
Oh, really?
And how he
Yeah.
came
And
out.
you
And
see,
please do not forget about these great groups that have come out
because
of
Diddy.
Diddy.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
most
true.
importantly, Diddy lifts his brand. You see, a lot of artists, I'll make an example. For example, Nicki Minaj has mixed drink or something like that.
Moscato.
Moscato or
The
something
blue
like that.
bottle?
Yeah, she promotes it, but Diddy, everything that he puts his name is his life. Ciroc,
He has
a lot of
passion
people don't
for
know
his
he
brand.
doesn't own Ciroc. He just owns a percentage. But yet, Ciroc is his life. Bad Boy Records is his life.
Revolt TV.
It's his life. Everything is his life. I mean, he finds a way to connect Revolve to Ciroc.
Everything.
Revolve
Wasn't he like the richest?
He is.
I think he is this year. I think he just beat Jay-Z. Rapper.
Oh, really?
He's richer than Jay-Z.
Jay-Z.
Wow, I did not know that.
Yeah, he's what about?
But of course he'll be richer
$820
than
million.
Jay-Z. I mean, Diddy
he
was
does
managing Biggie. At that time, Jay-Z wasn't even like out yet.
Yeah,
so
so
that
he's making
shouldn't
royalties and
really
all
be
that.
surprising if Diddy has more money than Jay-Z, you
So
know?
pretty much what's inspirational about him is not only, you know, his work
Family.
ethic and his family, but also the fact that he puts his name on everything.
He stays
everything
on top.
He stays on top of
Stays on top.
everything, and he's diversified into business.
Yes.
Yeah, and now he's transferring everything to his son. His son that looks
And
just
don't
like
forget,
him,
he also
Christian.
acted
Which one,
in some
King Combs?
movies as well.
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
Wow.
He acted in some movies
So
as well.
talking
He
of
is?
businessman,
Yeah.
This guy might just be
He's
my
been
relative. I need
rapping.
to find out.
Yeah, you right? Look, maybe. Let's see the nose. I don't know if you guys
I
look
should go
alike.
cut my hair though.
You gotta check
wait,
that
I
out.
thought you were related to Obama. Now you're related to him.
We all black. We got something in common. We all black.
All right, y'all, let's move on to number 19.
Talking about businessman, let me tell you about Ian Aboji.
Please help her.
Isn't it Aboji?
Aboji?
Yes.
Aboji?
Wait a
Aboji.
minute. Wait.
It's with a Y.
Are you talking about, let me see?
Aboji.
Aboyeji.
Aboji.
Is that what you've been trying to
Please
say?
That's what we're
forgive
trying to
her.
say.
Please don't
Wait,
come
let me
after
drink
her
water.
with the
I
comment.
know, I'm so bad.
Aboyeji. So why does Aboyeji inspires you, Ivy?
So he pretty much inspires me because, okay, so everybody knows that. You guys knew that Mark Zuckerberg, founder of Facebook, went to
Yeah.
Nigeria last
Who
year,
doesn't?
right?
Yeah,
Praise
we
him.
Of course.
Yeah.
Did you say praise
Yeah,
him?
praise him. Good for him.
So the reason that he went there, though, is because he met Ian. Ian is the co-founder of Andela. Andela is training more software engineers in Africa than any other company. So these are young kids. He's like 25.
But Ivy, I have to say though, I have to
Wait,
say
wait,
this
he's
to you.
25.
But hold on a second. I'm really interested in this. Let her finish her thought because I
Yeah.
want to know what she's
25?
talking about.
Yeah, he's 25. So he.
What was I doing at 25?
Man, not working like him. Like Ian, no, for real. Ian is a co-founder of Andela, and Mark, and this is a Nigerian boy in Nigeria. He's running this business in Nigeria. An African company raised $24 million from Facebook. Where'd they do that at?
From Facebook.
From Mark. He literally went personally to give the $24 million. 24.
Mark Zuckerberg, the founder of Facebook, flew
24.
to Nigeria and gave this guy $24 million.
Yeah,
He invested $24
million in Andela, and not only did Mark, Google. Like, I'm telling you, like, this
Wow.
is like,
and this
he's
guy is
training
only 25
Africans.
years old.
Yes, he's training Africans.
That is amazing.
You have to be not African like me. African as in you are there, you went to school there.
Wow.
He's giving you, because the thing is about software engineering and all this stuff, like, you can work anywhere. It is the future. So he's giving Africans who didn't have the chance to, he's giving Africans who didn't have that chance the ability to make money from anything, because now they can make money in naira, they can make money in yen, they can make money in pounds, they can make money
You guys
in
know about Bitcoin?
Exactly.
You guys had better be smart about
pretty
that.
much, not only is he doing that, he's also founded. He left Andela and he founded his own company, Flutterwave. Flutterwave is an electronics payment company, and it's already, I think, has done $25 million in sales. And the reason these numbers sound low, but this is an African-based company run by Africans.
Yeah,
Like,
and
it's amazing.
and I wanted to
That's-
say
that's
this
the
to you.
highlights.
The reason why I love your list is because we are mentioning a lot of entertainers,
Yes,
and not you. You go into the business, and it shows people like myself that
Yeah.
you know
Yup, there
being
are other
successful.
Africans.
There's a lot of ways to be successful.
Exactly.
Please, African parents, don't pressure the kids into nurses, doctors. There's
Going
different
to-
ways of being successful, and
Exactly.
that's why I
Yeah.
love your
and
list.
software engineering, that's the future because everything is moving tech. I mean,
Exactly.
I
You
went
need
to
to
a
code.
country, I remember, and McDonald's didn't have any employees. I had to order everything from a machine.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, it's very important knowing how to code and
Yeah.
all this electronic stuff.
And that's why it's important for Africans who, the electricity issues is preventing a lot of Africans from having the ability to have
Yeah,
to,
because it's
to really
very
code.
essential.
Exactly, it's
Electricity
essential.
is much, much needed.
So to have places like this, to have companies that are investing in African youth
yes.
who are training the future, because yes, like even us, like who knows how many years from now people are going to be watching us and being inspired by what we're saying. It's just so
Yeah, I can't
important
wait,
to
hey?
inspire and talk about what Africans and black people are doing, period. And the fact that to have a guy like this, a young guy, a young
so
Nigerian guy.
he doesn't own Andela.
He was
he
the
started his own
co-founder,
company
and then
now.
he left, and then now he.
But I have to.
But he definitely probably
I
has
have to
ownership.
say though,
in that.
like Nigerians are really doing their thing. Like,
Yeah.
Man.
shout out to the Nigerians
For
out
real.
there. Respect you guys with the, very, very, very smart
It's
people.
like their ambition never stops.
No.
You can give a Nigerian the moon, and he'll be like, okay, sun, I'm coming. Then he'll get the sun, and he'll be like, all right, space, I'm coming. Then he'll get Mars, and he'll just keep going and going and going. I love my Nigerians. Yeah.
I'm really sorry we're getting closer to the end, though.
I
but
know.
I
who is
know,
number
the
20
last
on the
on
list?
the list.
Who's
Last
the
but
winner?
not
No, you
least.
save the best for the last, right?
course. Who
Because
that
we're
is?
talking about business, we're talking about serious matters right now.
That's true.
And it's only right to talk about the richest black man in the world.
Wait, I know you're not about to talk
He's
about
the richest black man in the world.
Of
Diddy.
African
We already
descent.
spoke
my
about Diddy.
brother-in-law. What's his name again?
Oh, your brother-in-law?
Aliko
Oh, I'm part of your
Dangote.
family.
Wow, all y'all got relatives. Like on this list.
I wish.
Leave them, let them
I
talk.
wish.
You know I have my origin, I have my facts.
This man looks like me. Like I don't care what you guys say.
He does look like you.
That's me in 77 years. Okay, I'm
Right.
gonna look like
No,
that.
that's a lot. In 40 years. You know?
No, what are you trying to say?
No,
All
when
go
you are
ahead.
40,
why
40
does
years
he,
from
why
now.
does he inspire you?
He inspires me because he wasn't born rich.
Okay.
Very
And now
poor.
he's the richest man. That's a fact.
He was not just born rich. He was born very,
Very
poor
poor.
in Nigeria.
In Nigeria.
Of all countries, we
Nigeria
poor.
of all countries. Nigeria where you have to strive for everything.
Exactly.
You need to earn everything. Even almost your bread.
Not to disrespect him,
You know?
but did he make his money like in an honest way?
Yeah.
Or, okay.
And did you know that Diplo just went to Nigeria this week or last week? And
I
you
heard
know
about
one
it.
of the first statements that he said? He said, I have never met a group of people that are so hungry and so eager to be successful.
Yeah.
That's why it doesn't surprise me
Yeah.
when very, very, very poor people in Nigeria end up as the richest people in the world.
Yeah.
Because
So
the
speaking of,
motivation is just
Dangote,
unreal.
Dangote was someone who didn't come from a very rich background, but he had a dream, right? And according to one of the popular words of Mandela, another inspiration of mine, he says, it always seems impossible until it is done.
Yes.
So Dangote had a dream. He got married, and according to his story, he got some loan from his maternal in-law to start a little business, the sugar business. So that was the origin. So he started doing sugar business, packaging it into cubes, and marketing it. And that grew to a certain extent, and he decided to venture into other food business, household business.
Yeah.
He went into Indomie, he went into spaghetti,
Wait, hold
he
on.
went into...
The Indomie that everybody's eating right now?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
What? I didn't
in
know
Africa.
that.
Yeah.
have
So
no
that
idea.
grew over time.
Yes.
Became pretty big before he decided to go into cement for building houses.
And that's what pretty much he's known for
But you
now.
see,
And that's what
you
pretty much is
see-
known for now because that went pan-African. That went like into over, I think, about 20 African countries.
If not more by now.
South Africa included and others. So they had the other countries got interested and became partners with him.
Yeah.
And now he's also doing a lot, and he's also invested in oil business. So he's into petroleum.
So
I heard about the refinery that they're building right now. So what I really like about the man is
Yeah.
that he has achieved a lot. He's gotten to a very great height. He's still humble. He doesn't stop there. He still opens himself to ideas.
Yes.
People come to him. Business investments comes. People who don't even have money come to him with ideas, and he listens and he invests in
And
all
that's
the
how
businesses.
you even get to grow
Exactly.
business-wise, personal, just being open to other ideas as well. You know, you don't want to be the same.
And the reason
Kudos
that
to him.
Dangote also he inspires me as well is because he also a lot of success stories in America. They started when they were 15 or so. Dangote he started when he was older.
He was
and then
older. He was
He was
20-something.
older. He was 20 something. And then in addition to that, he also invests in things that people need.
That was what I
Always
was going to
essential.
say.
Yeah,
Yes.
essentials.
Is that I like how he invested in commodities, as in like
Yes.
sugar, Indomie, and stuff like that.
The natural things you wouldn't
Those
even
are
think
things
will go
that people
far.
do need in Africa instead of importing them from other countries.
There was even a time he went to the Central Bank of Nigeria. He comes up with ideas because Nigeria loves importation. That is what drains our economy.
Yeah.
Even up to our own oil that we have on the ground. We process it abroad and then pay for that and
no
bring
sense.
it back to the country. Can
It
you
makes
imagine
no
that?
sense.
So he went to Central Bank of Nigeria and he asked them to give him the contract of supplying all the transport cars for the bank, you know, like the bullion vans and all those things. Those were kind of methods of trying to reduce excess spent on importation.
And I think now
and
he's
other
building a
things.
refinery too.
He is building a refinery in
Exactly,
Lagos.
it's huge.
And Nigerians now, we make cars in Nigeria for
Yes.
Nigeria
Ghana
now.
too.
But that's not attributed to Dangote too. But I just said I should put that point out. So
Yeah.
we make cars. So you should buy
Yeah,
a
we
Nigerian
do
car.
it too. Kantaka, shout out to you. But these are all great. These are all great points, and the list is like I'm amazed, and I've learned so much. And I hope you guys also learned so much
Yes.
from this list. And please, if you know we didn't mention one of your inspirations, please let us know in the comments. Oh, and please let us know if there's any other countdowns you want us to do.
Yep.
We are always open to a lot of ideas. Just let us know. If yes, we got you.
We love you.
Thanks for watching, and if you liked this episode, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. See you next time.